Hi everyone, welcome to one of my videos. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my experience at my first year in high school and how to avoid this horrible things. So in this video, there's going to actually be slime videos in the background, so you can watch the slime videos while we talk about this. So, just the simulating and stuff, so you can actually think, you know what I'm saying? So, when I was in my freshman year of high school, I went to this high school called Riley High School in South Bend. And that high school is generally the worst. See, I'm in special ed because I have atrophy of the brain, and I am known for, I wasn't tested yet back then, but I'm autistic. So I was in this high school because, that section of the high school, because I'm special needs, basically. And I also have cystic fibrosis, which is a condition of the lungs. And basically mucus gets really clogged up in my lungs. And it's not good, and it hurts, and it makes it hard for me to breathe and do activities like sports and stuff. On top of that, I have asthma, I think. Yeah, asthma. My mom says I have asthma on top of that, so I have to take 2 inhalers. Well, when I first joined high school, there was this teacher, I forgot. I can't say her name for reasons. We're going to call her Miss L. Miss L, she didn't like me because I would call things out that weren't true, right, or anything like that. So, she keeps my inhalers in the nurse office, which, mind you, the nurse office, there's 3 floors of this high school. Special ed was on the 2nd floor. The nurse office was on the 3rd floor. It was on the 3rd floor. And with cystic fibrosis and asthma, you can't get upstairs if you're having an asthma attack or any breathing difficulties. And she would not let me use the elevator because she said I didn't need it. I call that bull on that one because the reason why is she uses it herself. And her claim, the reason why I don't need to use it is because I'm not, in her words, I'm not special needs like she thinks. She believes if you look special needs, then you are special needs. So Miss L, she will say that, basically. But she won't actually say that, you know what I'm saying? She's like one of those Americans, if you get what I'm saying. So basically, her logic was that. So she'll just say no. So one time, I was in the gym and I didn't feel so good. So I went up to her and asked, "Can I take a break?" No. She said no. And I wasn't feeling good. We were playing dodgeball and I just wasn't feeling good. I felt wheezy, nauseous at the same time, and very dizzy and lightheaded. I felt like I needed a drink of water. But I asked her if I can get that too. She also said no. I fainted. I sat down on the floor away from her and I fainted. And I don't actually remember what else happened because PE is the last class. But all I remember is regaining my actual consciousness at the ER. I was at the ER. So I asked my mom what happened, and she was like, "You came home, and you looked messed up." So I asked if you were okay, and you just kept saying no. And I was all like, what the F? So the nurse comes in and she was all like, yeah, so your daughter, she is severely dehydrated and she had an asthma attack and she didn't get that enough oxygen in her brain, which caused her to faint. And also because of dehydration, it also caused me to be all like woozy and stuff. That was a straw. That's the one straw that broke. My mom has like 5 straws. You break one of them, she'll get more and more suspicious. So basically, I went home, maybe my mom went home, and she started packing me a water bottle. So because she realized my backpack is kind of getting torn and breaking, because there was this new thing going on in South Bend schools, where you have to have a clear backpack. My mom hated that, so she got me a new backpack for next year, because she told me how we were going to move soon to Mishawaka. So she'll be closer to her job. So, of course, I was like, okay, Mom. Because I barely have any friends in that high school. Because I don't really like to socialize. So, she got me a bluey backpack. Of course, I didn't use it yet. Because, the law and stuff in South Bend. But I did have a bluey lunchbox. And a bluey water bottle. This bluey water bottle was metal, like stainless steel. Like those Stanley cups that are now popular. Well, have been popular. But it's a stainless steel water bottle. I come to school one day, and this is like my birthday, like near my birthday, like before my birthday. It's like April 25, I think, is when this happened. So I had a boyfriend named Nicholas. I don't really want to date him anymore that much because he lies about things. But I believed him though, because boys, kind of cute. I felt bad this is why I dated him, is because I felt bad for him because he had a colostomy bag, and nobody else wanted to date him because he kind of smelled like shit. My bad, but it's kind of true. But I felt so bad, and he was just so cute and stuff, and so I dated him. And so basically he was telling me about how she gets angry and flips tables and runs around naked. I don't know about the naked part, but I do know about how she flips chairs. So yeah, so we were tending to stay away from her. But at this time at lunch, nobody wanted her to sit next to her. So she didn't have nowhere to sit. And there was one chair left, and it was like right beside me. And I saw she had a dog shirt on. And if you don't know, I love dogs. I think dogs are amazing. So I said, hey, we're going to need a name for this one because I don't want to say her name either. Her name starts with a P, so we'll call her, no, wait, her name is related to a country, though. You know what? France. We're going to call her France. So I asked France, I was like, hey, France, come sit with us. I mean, I like your shirt a lot. Because it was Scooby-Doo, and I love dogs, because dogs are just so cute. So she sits next to us, and me and Ethan and Nicholas were talking. See, it was April 25th. My birthday's on April 30th. And see, I wanted to invite all the kids to my school to my birthday party that's going to be at Potawatomi Zoo at the time. So I was like, hey, do you guys want, so I was asking them, do you guys want any drinks? Are you guys need Diet Coke or anything? Anything diet related? Do you, I was asking if they had diabetes. I was asking them if they can have gluten-free. I was asking them whether they were allergic to, the proper questions. And you're probably wondering, Vivian, why were you, no, wait. My name is Vivian, but I go by Bonnie Boyle online. Because I just like the name Bonnie better. I think it's cute. But anyways, they're all like, but you're probably wondering, why? Why are you asking these questions? Oh, my mom told me to ask them. You know, because my mom is one of those, you know, people will be like, afraid if something bad happens. So she likes to be prepared. Well, this time she wasn't prepared for what happened that day. See, my mom packed my lunch because the school lunches there at this old school I went to didn't have anything provided for me with my, you know, because I have DIOS, additional intestinal something. It's linked to cystic fibrosis. So basically, my bowel movements are messed up. So I have to have a special diet to make sure they're all completely normal and stuff and easy to go down. So like mushy foods, you know, like yogurt and stuff. But basically my mom packs me like this cute little meal with rice and stuff. My meal contains rice. You're probably wondering, don't they have rice at that school? Do they have white rice? No, they have fried rice and the spicy kind I can't have. My mom cooks a special rice, white rice, and since I can't really have any spicy foods, it's linked with like these mushy like chicken. It's good. I know you're probably cringing right now, but it tastes good to me. I mean, it is good for me because my mom has mixed medicine with it too, so it's all healthy and stuff. And my mom had it in one of those bento boxes that I put in my lunch box. Because also in my lunchbox is a pack of yogurt, some Pokemon gummies, because I like Pokemon, and my water bottle, which has laxatives in it. See, this is why I don't let people drink in my water bottle. It's juice, basically like Hawaiian Punch, mixed with Miralax, which is a type of laxative I need because of my DIOS. So, basically, it was lunch. I was eating my lunch, so she picks up my water bottle, and so I asked her, "You like dogs too?" She didn't respond. I was confused because basically she was sitting like right like in front of me because the tables look weird. I was asking her if she liked dogs because, you know, dogs are cute, and she was picking up my water bottle. And then she throws it across the room, hitting this girl. I don't remember her name, but she had this disability that caused her growth to stunt. And also there's something wrong with her brain. Well, she got hit with the water bottle and she started bleeding. And everyone started panicking because there's blood everywhere. And the water still just hit her. And basically, the teacher didn't call my mom either. I had to force her to call my mom. And still, she didn't call my mom. So, you know I did? I called my mom on my phone. Because I couldn't handle it anymore. I told her exactly what was happening. And stuff. But she couldn't really... She was confused, so I stopped calling her, and I called Uncle Jeff and told him what happened. My Uncle Jeff is in a wheelchair. So he came to the school, rolls in like the coolest man. He's the coolest man you'll ever see. My Uncle Jeff, the coolest man. So he rolls in, and he's all like, "What happened?" Me covered in this other girl's blood, holding a water bottle. And when I got home, basically my mom saw the water bottle, and this is how she explains it. It looked like a crushed beer can. Like crushed on the side beer can. And let me tell you, it's stainless steel water bottle. That looks like it got crushed like a beer can. And the teachers kept telling me they can fix it and stuff. Like, I can fix it. And I'm like, I don't think I can fix it. I don't have a dad that can fix it. My Uncle Jeff is in a wheelchair. He can't fix it. Because, nobody has the knowledge to fix it. And I don't think it can be fixed anymore because it was leaking. So anyways, my Uncle Jeff rolls in and he's like, "What happened?" And then the teacher rudely explains how I was bullying this girl. Like France. Like Miss L said, I was bullying France. And my Uncle Jeff looks at me and he's like, she would never do that. Like, that's not like her. That is not her. And then, because my Uncle Jeff known me for half my life. He knows what I like. He knows I like unicorns. He knows everything about me. Even my conditions. So, basically, he picks me up from school because he didn't want to hear it. He just kept... Because, see, what happened is Miss L kept trying to talk. My Uncle Jeff's trying to get me in trouble. My Uncle Jeff, being the best father figure ever, kept cutting her off. Be like, I don't want to hear it. You're speaking nonsense. You're speaking the devil's tongue. And he rolls out, me following behind him like a scared little puppy, afraid that he's going to get mad at me. I get in the car. He's in the car because, he's in a wheelchair because he can't stand up. See, he can move his legs. Problem is, there's something wrong with his legs that causes him, when he tries to stand up, he can't support his body weight. So basically he can move his legs, but not that great and stuff. So he can drive, he just can't stand. Because he has a special car that helps him driving and stuff. So I get in the car, he gets in the car after, and then we just sit there for a while, and then he starts asking me what actually happened. Because he saw in my face that I was really upset and scared. So I told him exactly what happened, down to every single detail. And he was mad. Like, straight up mad. So, we start driving, and I asked him, are you mad at me? Because I was standing up for myself, basically. Because I just ran away from her, and then I hid. And everyone kept screaming, and the teacher kept pointing at me, saying it was my fault because I was sitting next to her. And I didn't know what to do, so I just asked him, are you mad at me? Jeff looks at me. No, I am not mad at you. I'm proud of you. That's what he said. I was like, nobody has ever said, no man has ever told me they were proud of me before. So, basically, it was like a fresh air. So, my Uncle Jeff tries to make me feel better by taking me to Bonnie Doon. So Bonnie Doon, this is where I got my username from, by the way, is a kind of run-down ice cream shop. That sells also other foods too, like corn dogs and other foods, but they mostly specifically do ice cream. Basically, it's behind a Dollar General. And it's very classic, the 80s to 70s, with those cute little poodle skirts and stuff like that. So we get to Bonnie Doon, and he gets me a large chocolate shake, and he got himself something. I don't remember what it was. And we went home. He went home. And my mom's at home. She's confused as hell. She's like, what happened? I was going to drive through. I went in her school, and they told me that she left. So my uncle explains what happened. My mom was pissed. She was mad. So after that, my mom drove back to the school and started yelling at the teachers, yelling at the principal, and she left. I never went to that school ever again. And if you're wondering, we did have that birthday party. And we partied so hard. And everyone's mom felt so bad at me. Felt so bad for me. Because they heard what happened. And how I don't have a water bottle anymore. So at the birthday party, I didn't get any toys, clothes, anything like that. They were all water bottles. All of my gifts are water bottles. So the moral of this story is if you suspect that your child is getting abused by a teacher or hurt by a teacher, please do something about it. Please look into it. Don't be afraid to ask your child what's going on. And if they say nothing, be more suspicious. Like, get in there, ask their friends' parents, actually go to the school. Like, be suspicious. And that's what I have to say. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
A Riley High School student detained this morning for allegedly bringing a gun to school. The school notified parents that administration got an anonymous tip at about 8:30 that a student was in possession of a handgun. Officials say the gun was found in the student's backpack. Nobody was hurt in the incident. South Bend police say the student was detained and taken to the jail.